Hello everybody, this is Lady Kaylah here and welcome to my vlog channel. Today I'm going to talk about another geeky experience that I had that I was really lucky to come across. I got to go to the Ubisoft hosted Uplay Lounge that they set up around E3 so they can give back to their actual players and stuff that they have. And I actually wasn't invited directly. I had a friend who was directly invited, and he needed a ride, and I was fortunate enough to see his Facebook status asking who wanted to go. So that was my experience. It was total luck. I don't even really game anymore, but I knew this would be a great experience for me to have because even though I don't game anymore, I do on occasion keep up with gaming news, and I do see if there's anything interesting out there for me. The last game I actually bought and played was Diablo 3, and I was kind of like really disappointed with it. So I haven't really played games since then. But yeah, I can't really talk about like things that I saw and stuff and things that are going to be released. Everything that they had though or that they did release was through Twitch, I believe, or something like that, and I'm sure if you look it up you can find all the information that they released from their lounge. But it was beautiful. It was just a big space full of comfy chairs and sitting areas, or a couple mini fridges set up around full of like water and soda. They had an open bar. They had, food provided, coffee, tea. I kept drinking so much tea, and it was really awesome. And even though I'm not that social, the friend I went with was a lot more social, and we actually ended up talking to somebody who worked for Ubisoft or whatever, and it was really interesting. We talked about everything from the games to just going into talking about the Avengers, Age of Ultron, and I was, just spewing out my ideas of character development and all that, and he's like, you should really like write. You could write for movies, you can write for video games, and I was like, oh, thank you. I was really honored to have somebody who worked in the video game industry tell me that I have the means to be a writer, and I thought, I don't know, I was flattered. anyway, after that he left and somebody sat down to charge their phone next to us, and we ended up talking to him, and then after that I ended up talking to somebody else who's has a pretty expansive, at least expensive in terms of or in comparison to me, Facebook page, and so I ended up networking a little bit. I ended up making two really awesome friends who I hope to meet again or like keep in touch with, and I'm really excited that I got the opportunity to go there, and I did look around and I did see some of the gameplay, and I watched other people play. I didn't personally touch it myself because I'm a PC kind of girl, not because I am those PC master race assholes, even though I do occasionally make that joke. I honestly get motion sickness when I pick up a controller, and I will get motion sickness eventually if I'm on the computer, and it just doesn't happen as quickly, so I just stick with the PC because it allows me to game a lot longer. So yeah, also I already know the controls for a PC, and learning a new control is just a little bit of a pain that I did not want to embarrass myself in front of all these gamers. Also, it gave other gamers the opportunity to just game, and I wouldn't be taking up their time. So I got to find out new information about games. I got to see a bunch of gameplay on unreleased games, and it was really awesome, and I really enjoyed it. And I don't think I'm actually going to buy or play any of the games that they were talking about, but I really thought that they were awesome, and I really enjoyed the experience. So that was really cool. I really wish I had met more people, but because I'm not very social, I kind of just ended up talking to people who sat next to me, and they ended up kind of sitting next to me the whole time, and so I didn't really talk to very many people, but I'm glad for the ones that I did, and I'm really glad to go to actually geek places, because even though I didn't game, I knew there were going to be geeks there, and I was going to be comfortable enough to talk to people a little bit more than I normally would be. So I, I thought it was a good experience for me. So I think that's going to be it for me talking about this particular experience. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. Remember, I can't really release special information, but I will try to answer your questions the best that I can. And if you want to contact me outside of YouTube, my social media is in the description below, my Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys later.